let's not forget that the status quo is just not workable, right? So let's let the data tell us where we're at. Right now, we have about 25% of our state and local plans that are monitored by Pension Review Board are completely underwater. They're outside the maximum amortization period set by the Pension Review Board.
25% by number or by assets?
By number. So
okay,
you have about 24 of the 93 plans that are monitored by PRB. Those have amortization periods that are in excess of 40 years, or some that have infinite amortization periods. That means they don't have plans. Their only plan is to run out of money. Then you have about 35 to 40% of those plans that are doing okay. They're outside the recommended guidelines, right? And by the way, this is the amortization period, as Max said in an earlier op-ed, I believe, is one of the most important measures of fiscal health, right? So you have about 35 to 40% of these plans doing okay. They're above that 25-year period and they're below that 40-year maximum, but they're scattered, okay? They could use improvement. And then you have about a third of those that are doing good. My ideal in the DB system is to actually have a fully funded plan so that we have money to meet our obligations in the future, right?
You know you can't focus on a single number. You can't just focus on just the amortization. You have to look at the amortization, and you have to look and see if there's a trend, and you look at the return. Those amortizations, if you look at the Pension Review Board, and also you have to be careful with how you treat these studies. That's a snapshot on one day, and that was never intended to draw any conclusions. Typically, any study that is done by the Pension Review Board, if that study was designed to draw conclusions, they include those conclusions with it. And that was just a study that showed numbers independent, just stood alone. Right. And it was never intended to say anything in particular. And so you got to be really careful in terms of how you treat that. And so I think it was really a misstatement to take that study and try and start drawing conclusions from it.